Hello and thanks for tuning in to Kalkine TV. I'm James and you're watching the early trades. Let's get started with our market open commentary. The S&P ASX 200 is up today, gaining 1.26% after setting a new 50-day low. The top performing stocks on the ASX 200 were Link Administration, up by 9.85%, and Megaport, up by 6.38%. Over the last 5 days, the index has lost 2.46% and sits 4% above its 52-week low. Now let's take a look at a few stocks that are making a buzz today in the opening session of the ASX, starting with Pro-Pac Packaging, who provided an update to the market on their trading conditions. In early April 2022, Pro-Pac Packaging has downgraded its full year 2022 guidance due to ongoing headwinds, including supply chain disruptions. It now expects underlying profit before tax to be around 5 million Aussie dollars. The company said raw material supply has continued to be constrained as a result of global sea freight restrictions and unreliability arising from bottlenecks in both Asia and Europe. It also cited higher costs due to persistent rising inflation, foreign exchange and sea freights, along with a range of other issues which have impacted supplies to date. Moving on, and Resolution Minerals has announced the execution of a significant multi-year farm-in and joint venture agreement with copper-focused mid-tier mining company Oz Minerals. The agreement will allow Resolution Minerals and Oz Minerals to fast-track the search for copper discoveries on Resolution's Benmara project, located in the South Nicholson Basin in the Northern Territory. Also making news, Neometals Limited announced that Promimbus GmbH, the incorporated joint venture company owned 50-50 by Neometals and SMS Group GmbH, has executed a conditional binding agreement with Licular GmbH. Licular is a wholly owned subsidiary of Mercedes-Benz, founded specifically for the purpose of running a specialist consortia-based research program with Mercedes-Benz to develop a holistic and sustainable recycling approach for lithium-ion batteries. And lastly, Virtus Health reported a 1.6% drop in revenue growth during the 10 months to April and a 29.6% fall in EBITDA. Virtus warned about the risk of further COVID-19 related disruptions in the last quarter of its 2022 financial year, with greater month-to-month variance than in the past 2 years. Virtus believes underlying demand drivers for assisted reproductive services continue to support the growth in the sector. However, a number of challenging market factors have been experienced throughout the 2022 financial year, and despite the resilience of demand, Virtus does not expect to financially offset the impact of the disruption in the 2022 financial year. Alright, well that's all for this edition of the Early Trades. Another episode coming your way on Monday, the 16th of May. Until then, keep it locked on Kalkine TV for 24/7 business news, market insights and exclusive interviews. I'm James, signing off for now.